eternity, I don't want eternal life. That's not enough for me. It's not enough. I want a husband. I want a wife. I want a bag. I want a house. I'll take that reward, and I'll be poor now, suffer now, have a damaged eardrum now. I'll grind now for eternity. Let me show you why it's enough. Revelation chapter 20, verse 11. This is what Jesus gave John, the last surviving disciple on the island of Patmos. Since eternity is not enough reward for you, John said this: Then I saw a great white throne, and him who was seated on it. From his presence, earth and sky fled away, and no place was found in them. And I saw the dead. This is what's going to happen when everybody dies. Great and small, rich and poor, famous and not famous, great and small, standing before the throne, and books were open. Nobody gets away with nothing. Then another book was open, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged by what was written in the books, according to what they had done. And the sea, that is the world, gave up the dead that was in it, and death and Hades gave up the dead that were in them. That is hell, which is temporary. Everybody is in hell right now, is in a prison until judgment. That's death and Hades gave up the dead who were in them, and then they were judged, each one of them according to what they had done. You don't want Christ? Watch. You think salvation is not good enough? Watch. Then death and Hades were thrown into the lake of fire. This is the second death, the lake of fire. And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire. Rich now, burning for eternity. Prideful now, burning for eternity. Arrogant now, burning for eternity. Salvation ain't good enough. That's not a reward to celebrate Jesus over. Verse 21, then I saw the new heaven and the new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, behold, the dwelling place of God is with man. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people. And he, God himself, will be with them as their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. No more funerals, no more aging, no more sickness, no more disease. Neither shall there be mourning or no crying, no more pain, for the former things have passed away. And he who was seated on the throne said, behold, I am making all things. Woo! Behold, I am making all things new. Also he said, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. And he said to me, it is done. Woo! I am the Alpha and the Omega. Woo! Jesus. I am the beginning and the end. To the thirsty, I will give him from the spring of water of life without payment. To the one who conquers, he will have a heritage, and I will be his God and her God, and he or she will be my son or my daughter. Salvation ain't good enough, but as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, the murderers, the sexually immoral, the sorcerers and diviners, the horoscopes, the idolaters, the liars, they're gonna have their portion that burns in the lake of sulfur and fire, which is the second death.